Okay, the next exercise on the glute series, we've got a good activation, a good connection into the back of the hip, into the back of the bum. We're going to take it around to the side of the hip, so working through the glute med, more the side of the bum. So I'm going to let myself come down on the side. The arm is under the head or block, a pillow, anything behind. I'm going to start off in a standard clamp position. So if you think of your back lined up to the wall, the head, the shoulders, the bum are on the wall, then the heels of my feet should be on the wall too. So everything is nice and straight, nice and lined up. I'm going to connect through the front of the belly, so making sure that the rib cage is not rolling forward, I'm not collapsing down. I'm connecting through the side of the belly, see if I can create a little lift from the side. And then same as I did for the glute max, same as I did for the back of the bum, holding the body nice and still, I'm going to start rotating the leg out, pressing the heels of the feet together. Think of the big toes pulling away from each other. I'm going to start opening that left leg out and then easing the leg back. This time I want the tension to be on the side of the bum. So noticing where the tension is. If I can feel it at the front of the hip, it's normally because I'm leaning backwards or because I'm rolling backwards. So I'm doing that kind of thing, which is doing nothing to my glute med, it's just grinding the bottom leg. The bottom leg shouldn't be moving, the hips shouldn't be moving, it's just the top leg that is going. So see if I can be aware of almost like pushing the hips forward as the leg is coming up. So with my top hip, I'm going to try and drive it forward as the leg is lifting. So see if I can direct that tension into the side of the hip, into the side of the bum. If I find that the tension is still not into the side of the hip, I can feel it more into my inner thigh or around the back of the leg. It's normally because instead of pulling the leg up with the side of the bum, I'm trying to push the leg up with the inside of the leg, normally pressing the big toes together. See if you can think of the opposite. So I want the heels of the feet to stay together and my feet to open out as far away from each other as possible. So my big toes are now miles away from each other, and then I'm going to close back. So I'm trying to encourage that external rotation that is going to take it into the glute med. If I find that is still not there, somehow I don't feel it into the side of the bum, it's normally because it's coming from the back. As the leg lifts, it's the back that is tensing, the ribcage that is rolling forward and arching to create that swing, to create that lift. See if you can be aware of shoulders and ribcage relaxed, at the front of the belly still connected. I'm not letting my belly roll forward, I'm not letting my ribcage or my chest relax forward or collapse through. So see if I can really physically direct that tension into the side of the bum, as that tends to be one of the very lazy muscles within the body. If it can escape the work, it will. So see if I can really try to find it and make it work, using the hand onto the side of the bum to give me a little bit more feedback to try and get that muscle going. So I feel that the tension is in the right place. I might find that there is fatiguing it very quickly. If I need the rest, I'm going to take a rest. If I can keep it going, I'm going to try 5 more lifts. 4, 3, 2, and then last one, I'm going to hold it there. Don't let the knee drop, don't let the hips roll back. I keep that tension into the side of the hip, the big toes still pulling away from each other, the heels of the feet are still pressing together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing down, letting the knee slip forward, giving the hip a little tap, releasing the hip, releasing the leg. I'm going to try exactly the same thing to the other side, so swinging the legs to the front, taking them down to the other side. I'm going to set myself the same on the other side. The head is supported, the knees are bent, the heels of the feet are in line with the back of the hips, with the back of the bum. Side of the belly's up, the front of the belly's in. Pressing the heels of the feet together, big toe joints are pulling away from each other, and then getting the rotation and lifting going into this leg, into this side. So see if I can try and find the tension into the side of the hip, again into the side of the bum. As the leg is moving, exactly the same as I did on the other side, making sure that I'm not rocking my hips forward and back. I'm not leaning backwards and then trying to use the front of the hip or the front of the leg. I'm trying to push the hips forward as the leg is coming up. The back is not arching, the rib cage, the shoulders are not stiffening, so noticing if there is any tension between the shoulder blades in the middle of the back, as if I can try and relax it through the back, as if I can keep it into the hip. So squeezing the heels of the feet, the big toes pulling away from each other, externally rotating the leg. And then this leg might fatigue a lot quicker, it might go for longer. If I need the rest, I'm going to take the rest. If I can keep it going, I'm going to keep it going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one, I'm going to hold the lift. Try not to let the knee drop. The hips are still coming forward. The back is still relaxed. Big toes are still pulling away from each other. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing back. Letting the knee slip forward, giving the hip a little tap, relaxing the hip, releasing the leg. And then when you're ready, swinging yourself back up into sitting. So that's the next one along into the series. On to the next one, we're going to change the angle slightly and then see if we can really target the glute med.